Lucas and Brian Schultz in the 71. Hiccups there. As green flag flies, we're underway. First heat race of the night for the IMCA Modifieds. 31 cars they brought with them here tonight, so 3 heat races. There'll be 8 laps apiece. And you see right off the bat, Tom Lucas and Chaz Baca Jr. not wasting any time to get to the front. It will be Lucas leading the field off of turn number 4, but here comes Baca making it side by side going into 1. Chaz Baca down the inside of Tom Lucas as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. It's still Baca trying to clear the 3L. He'll do just that. One car spins around off of turn number 2. We'll see if he can get the car refired. There's the top 4 drivers. They break away. Baca, Lucas, Diekman, and Chuck Gronke in the 23C, as yellow flag will come out for the 96 of Hayden Bender now. Don Parmalee, the 92, right now the man on the outside looking in as green flag will fly. We're back underway. So Chaz Baca Jr. will work his way off of turn number 4, your race leader, and he has driven away from Tom Lucas in the 3L and 21 of KC Diekman as John Parmalee now looks down the inside of Gronke. That's about a 4/4 on the racetrack. Move Parmalee to the 4th and final transfer. Here comes Gronke fighting right back off of turn number 2. Yeah, he'll fight right back indeed and go side by side, but will be Parmalee finally clearing him as Gronke washes up the racetrack. Now lost it there coming off of turn number 4. Now he has a little issue with the L8. Looking down to his inside. That is Brian Schultz in the L8. The farm boy, late entry here tonight. So that car showed up, had a 71 on it. Of course, 71 formerly driven by Tyler Meckel, so it looks like the farm boy Brian Schultz bought that car. Still has the old graphics on it from when Tyler Meckel drove it, the Arizona Speedway L&T Lawn Service colors, but it is the L8 of Brian Schultz, who was actually a late entry. Didn't have him on my sheet here for heat race number 1. Of course, the white flag coming out here now for Chaz Baca Jr. He will lead the field off of turn number 2. So Baca down the back straightaway one final time through 3 and 4. No issues from behind. He has Tom Lucas and the rest of the field at bay. Checker flag will fly. Will be Baca. But in the heat race number 1 over Tom Lucas, KC Diekman, and John Parmalee will lock himself into tonight's main event. Green is in the air. We're back underway for heat race number 2 for the IMCA Modifieds. And Brenda Kirby wasting no time. She goes to make a 3 wide there with Anthony Mary and Brian Brewster. Give the top spot to Brenda Kirby. Kirby coming off a 2nd place run last time out here at Arizona Speedway, as Ryan Roth, who came home 3rd that night out, right now trying to work his way into the 2nd spot. Look to the inside of Anthony Mary and Brian Brewster right there, but comes across the stripe in that 4th spot, as it was Brenda Kirby who will lead lap number 1. She'll show the way off of turn number 2, as Ryan Roth and Zach Madrid both right now starting to make headway and work their way up through the field. That was your podium finish last time out, with Madrid winning over Kirby and Roth. Now here they are getting ready to run 1, 2, and 3 if they could just get past the 93 machine of Anthony Merritt. Looks like Ryan Roth will do just that, along with Zach Madrid off of turn number 2, as Madrid now puts the pressure on the 45 machine of Ryan Roth. They go side by side in turn number 3. Roth, though, drives it in deep. Does Rhino as he comes off of turn number 4. Zach Madrid going to try to diamond off that turn number 4. A little mini diamond right there from Zach Madrid in the 5M. He'll try to reel in that 45 machine of Ryan Roth as Roth tries to drive away now from Madrid off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down the back stretch they go. It's Brenda Kirby out front coming off of turn number 4. Ryan Roth in 2nd. Zach Madrid is 3rd. 4th is the 93 of Kelly Johnson. And rounding out your top 5 is the 10S of Rick Spencer, as we work our way off of turn number 4. Single file racing right now as everybody trying to find some real estate on the bottom side of the racetrack, as Ryan Roth is now starting to reel in. Brenda Kirby actually slipped up right there just as I talk about him. The announcer curse comes into effect there for the 45. Rhino Ryan Roth, as it's still Kirby out front. Roth and Madrid catfishing around the bottom side of the racetrack here. Is a lot of race cars here on this track. Looks like it's starting to go away just a bit from these drivers. So white flag will be in the air this next time by for the 5K of Brenda Kirby. She finished 2nd last time out. Right now, here she is, getting ready, one lap away from winning this heat race number 2 for your IMCA Modifieds. Kirby, Roth, and Madrid will lead the field off at turn number 2. One final time here in this heat race action. And Brenda Kirby off of turn number 4. No pressure from behind from Ryan Roth. She'll win this heat race over Roth as Zach Madrid trying to make it a little bit racier right there to the 45. Couldn't quite do it. It's Kirby, Roth, and Madrid locking themselves in along with Kelly Johnson in the 93. Green flag is in the air. We're underway. Another 8-lap heat race coming your way here. Final one for the IMCA Modifieds. And Roy Poling will lead the field off at turn number 2, followed by Brent Schlaffen in the 71 with a 4 of Helm in that third spot, but not for long as Joey Wample driving for Sean Stacy this weekend. Sean out of town, actually in Texas. And here comes Joey Wample to the inside of Helm. First time seeing Joey in quite some time out here at Arizona Speedway. He'll move into that third spot as the first lap goes to Roy Poling in the 2X. He'll lead lap number 1, followed by the 71 of Brent Schlaffen with Wample in third. Some contact, beating and banging going on in the back straightaway. The D6 of Dale Irby. Making a little contact back there with the 118 of Jesse Patterson. As the 4 David Helm now once again trying to put the pressure on the 22 of Wample, who leads the field off, or has that third spot, leading the 4 off of turn number 2, as it's Roy Poling leading the field big time right now in that number 2 machine. He's definitely stepped up his program in the 2X. Here in the 2021 campaign, he's got a lot of races to do it. Of course, had the Superstition Showdown, 3 nights of racing out here out in February. Right now, he is showing the way here as we are halfway through this heat race number 3 for your IMCA Modifieds. Poling leads the field off at turn number 2. Brent Schlaffen still in that second spot. We got a new 4th place runner, now new 3rd place runner as they're side by side for that spot off at turn number 2. It's Jason George and Joey Wample duking out for the 3rd spot. They'll go side by side with Jason George down low in the 22 machine of Wample as Chaz Bacchus Sr. right now being scored in the 5th spot. Directly behind this side by side battle is now George will clear the 22 of Wample. And Roy Poling, your race leader, about lost it off of turn number 4 right there. Almost spun around, did get the car back underneath him. But some issues there for Poling. As you see him once again have some issues going into turn number 1. Brent Schlaffen, he's starting to reel him in. So they work their way down the back straight, and we'll see if Roy Poling can get through turns 3 and 4 this time. Here, as I believe they're coming to the white flag. Yes, they are. It will be Poling hanging on to it. He'll lead the white flag lap. Can he complete it, though, and win this heat race? Brent Schlaffen is reeling in the 2X now as they work their way down the back straightaway. One final time into turn number 3. It's Poling off of turn number 4, hanging on to it. He'll get it done here in heat race action over Brent Schlaffen, followed by the 2JG of Jason George. Joey Wample will lock himself into the main event. We'll see Chaz Bacchus Sr. and others out later.